first stream in a while, but also my first time playing Sunless Skies. I bought this game, it's been on my wish list on Steam for like a hot minute, and it was on sale for their like Black Friday, Cyber Monday event. And I thought it looked cool. Honestly, those who know me know that I chose this game purely for the fact that it has a train in it. I did go through and read through it, but and like the it sounded interesting, but also I was like, oh my god, it's a train. So Sunless Skies also, there's another one that goes with it that has to do with the sea. I don't remember. So I will read the description before we get into it. As you can see, I have literally never played it before. We can't even hit continue, can't hit load game. It's going to be a completely new game. So the description says, sail the stars, betray your queen, murder a son. And I was like, oh, I want to murder a son? Sunless Skies is a gothic horror roleplay game with a focus on exploration, exquisite storytelling. So, I like it had like this like steampunk vibe. I watched the like intro thing, like just like the little preview that was loaded onto their Steam page, and I was like, oh yeah, this sounds like something. A flying locomotive. I mean, yeah, it'd be a flying locomotive. Um, but yeah, it looks pretty too. And I like games that are like visually appealing and that have like a good storyline, and that obviously, you know, you'll probably hear it. The ambient sound is so pretty, and they had the OST available for purchase as a bundle, but I didn't get it because I was like, normally I'm not super big on the OSTs for video games, but freaking love this one. I'm probably gonna go back and purchase it. I think the only other OST that I listened to would be, I like the one for Nier, the PlayStation video game, and then, although I think they ported it out to PC. So I like the soundtrack for Nier, and I also like the soundtrack for the Dragon Age series. But I've played like tons of video games, and those are the only like two video games that I actually like the OST, so that's why I was like, I'm not gonna like this one, and now I'm like, no, I freaking love this one. Alright, so here we are. Yo, let's go. So excited. Oh, we're gonna be merciful because this is my first time playing this, and I'm normally not super hardcore when it comes into gaming. I'm a pretty casual gamer. Okay, aiming assistance. Only a few. Gentle. Many players' weapons are gently towards their targets, making aiming easier. I am not super great with first-person shooters. So I'm gonna put aiming assistance at gentle. I didn't realize that there's like, it's so intense that you can like customize this. Enemy projectile speed. Projectiles move at the default speed. Projectiles move somewhat slower, making it easier to avoid. Significantly slower. I don't know. See, I don't know what the default rate of everything is, so I'm like, I have no idea. We're just gonna go with standard for the other two. Fuel and supplies are consumed at the default rate. Projectiles default. I'm just gonna have a little bit of aiming assistance because I'm not super great with first-person shooters, and I'm not sure, like, if I'm gonna need that. Oh my gosh, here we go. Loading times. Ooh. Enemies that ram can be persuaded to crash into terrain or even other enemies. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've used that before in other video games. You have something charging at you and then you leap out last minute and it like charges into something else. And you're like, perfect. Log of Her Majesty's Locomotive, the Orphan. March 14th, 1905. Our expedition to the domains of the dead have been eventful. The Orphan is damaged and in grievous need of repairs and supplies. We are returning in haste to the Reach, where I hope to make port at New Winchester. May God be with us, for 1,000 deaths wait in this sky. So forward, backwards, left, right, cruise control is C. Okay. What am I doing now? Am I going into port? Maybe. I both love and hate it when they just like throw you into a game with you having no idea what's going on. Am I meant to be in port? Let's see what's on the side. Fuel? Supplies. Ooh, I have like no supplies. We definitely need to be in port. Dock. Oh, R is dock. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is the transit relay to and from the Blue Kingdom, a distant region of heaven still ruled by a sun. Few travel there. It is unwelcoming and uncanny. Thanks to the lack of traffic, many London officials consider this a cushy post. Those stationed here are in good favor with the department. Recall your recent arrival through the relay and the frantic flight that preceded it. Remain in the Reach. Turn your engine around. You have business here yet. I'm really... Look for supplies and spare parts. Let's recall our recent arrival. A narrow escape. The Orphean recently arrived through the relay in a state of distress, having to flee the Blue Kingdom. Oh dear Lord, what did I do? Whatever it was the captain did there, it incensed the local authorities. They pursue you to the relay and try to close it while you were mid-passage. You barely made it out. What's more, the attempt to close the relay has damaged it. No travel will be possible in either direction until it is repaired. It will take some time for the relay to be repaired. Alright. Let's see. Let's remain in the Reach. Staying put. You put the edifice behind you and head back toward the knotted, overgrown tangles of the Reach. Occasionally, stars peek through the gaps in the celestial undergrowth. Okay. We're back. We're back to stocked. Supplies. Fuel. Health is not great. Can I repair while I'm here? There we go. No, it doesn't repair anything. Okay. Well, here we go. Undock. Here we are, going out to the wild blue yonder. You have returned to the Reach, an untamed, sunless span of the heavens. London's new frontier, a celestial garden run wild. We have to dodge. Okay, that's good enough. Your journey back from the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous. Your locomotive is damaged and Captain Whitlock badly wounded. Oh no. Ooh, my bad. As first officer, the crew look to you. The nearest station is New Winchester. Can you get the Orpheum there safely? Ooh, supplies, maybe. Like, can we pick? Scavenge, yes. Much to the relief of your stokers, you find a barrel of fuel among the detritus. Can we scavenge? A wreck drifts here, less fortunate than you. We should scavenge here for repairs, a crewman suggests. The wreck hangs in the sky, pocked with recent gunfire. Oh shit. You and the boarding party don your sky suits, garments of wax canvas, lined with felt to protect against the cold of the sky. Two of the crews are whispering as they dress. What business did Captain Whitlock have in the Blue Kingdom anyway? Why the devil did we trespass on the districts of the dead? You silence him. Bish, now is not the time. Okay, we're gonna leap across to the wreck. Leading the way. You jump. Your stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze above you and below. The airs of the heavens is thin, torn by unpredictable winds. Then your boots hit the running board of the Osmandius, and your leather-gloved hands fumble for hold. One of your companions throws you a line, and you lash the two engines together. Only then do the rest of the boarding party follow. One of them forces open an exterior hatch, and you clamber inside. Her interior is cold, unlit, and whistles with wind. Your party's lamps spread buttery light over the narrow, paneled passages. You make your way to the hold, stepping over bodies crumpled in the corridor. Unfortunately, your way is blocked. A bulkhead has been mangled inward by a well-aimed barrage. Alright, do we want to clear the obstruction away? Locate a length of pipe to use as a pry bar and set to work. Or do we want to lead your party on a more precarious path? Go back out onto the hull and climb through the blockages and enter through a window on the far side and do so carefully. This will test your iron skill. Veils is the skill of deceiving and evading. We are going to clear the obstruction. Success! A memory. As you strain against the stubborn steel, you remember an event from a year ago. A boiler explosion that had trapped an engineer under a tangle of plating and pipework. The captain was first on the scene. You were second. Together you managed to pry the wreckage upward enough for you to crawl beneath while the captain braced the bar against her back. By all means, take your time, she grunted, as you dragged the engineer out. Back in the present, the twisted bulkhead yields. Your companions clear the exposed rubble away. The way is clear. You have reached the Osmandius' hold, a ruin of smashed cargo and spilled supplies. Hopefully, somewhere amidst Detrius, you can find parts to repair the Orpheum and restock your stores. We're gonna conduct a thorough search, bitches. I want y'all to look around here, see what you find. Everyone. Renewed. You find enough food and gear to restock your supplies and enough spare parts to make the necessary repairs to the Orpheum. The food will be needed to be thoroughly thawed, of course, but you've eaten worse in the skies. Oh-ho! Cries one of your party, prying the lid off a long crate. It holds a cannon, still nestled in straw. Another crewman pulls out a battered bird cage from a pile of ruined cargo. Within the cage you examine something winged and furred and opens a sullen eye. You examine your finds. Oh, do we get to keep the pet? What are we going to name the pet? It's winged and furred. So I'm thinking it's a cat with wings. I've said it. We have a cat with wings now. What are we going to name our cat with wings? We'll have to think about this. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Cat with wings. Cat with wings. Cat with wings. We're going to name it... This is like a gothic game. It needs something like appropriately gothic. I'm thinking we're going to name it... JJ. Alright, that's it. Name a cat with wings. His name is JJ. The Osmandius emits a long, juddering creak. Your boarding party exchanges nervous glances. From the chaos of its hold, you have retrieved repairs and supplies and discovered some useful equipment. A gun that could be mounted to your locomotive and an educated bat. Damn it, I was hoping it was a winged cat. We're still naming it JJ. Just saying. So, do we want to mount the Jerusalem cannon? You can claim both this and the bat. Liberate a diffident bat and employ it as a scout. The heavens are so wide, locomotives. Use scouts like bats to locate ports, racks, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that leaves you vulnerable. I want both. You can claim both this and the bat. You can claim both this and the cannon. I'm getting both. But, like, what do I want to do? Like, do I want to just have a bat? Or do I want to have a scout? I can't leave my crew members vulnerable like that. I'm thinking we're going to have to go with mounting the cannon. As great as it would be to have a scout, I'm going to have to trust that later on I can find a scout, and we're going to need that. Probably need that cannon at some point. Fire and fury. The Cotterell and Hathersage Jerusalem fires singe shells to a good range more or less accurately. You order 2 of your party to get it back to your vessel and fit it immediately. The Osmandius groans, and the structure sputters spasmodically. You now have 1 cannon. The Osmandius emits a long, juddering creak. Your boarding party exchanges nervous glances. From the chaos of its hold, you have retrieved repairs and supplies. Oh, okay. So, it's still groaning and shuddering. Do we return sans bat? Or do we... Well, it says we can claim them both. Because if we return, we're going to liberate it. We're going to do it, guys. Take it. The bat treats its rescue as an inconvenience and immediately begins haggling over pay. You offer to put it back in its damaged cage and leave it on the Osmandius, at which point it becomes more polite. You doubt it will last. The Osmandius again emits a long juddering creak, and your body party is exchanging nervous glances. Do we want to press on to the engine room? You might find more fuel there, but you had better hurry. It's beginning to tear apart. Nope, we're going to return to the orphan. We've gotten these 2 things. We've got plenty of fuel-ish, maybe. We have 2 barrels. We're going to go. You lead your boarding party back to your vessel, unshackling her from the buckling Osmandius. You stoke your engines and steam away. Restocked, repaired, rearmed. The crew gives ragged cheer. Babish. Oh, there goes my bat. Alright, here we go. Your scout returns. What has it found? Your scout discovered something. To see what it is, open your chart. Oh. The compass is on the icon toolbar. Oh, I didn't know that. Chart. Where does... So I'm guessing my bat found this, which is coming up ahead, maybe? Oh. Okay, alright. Oh, here we go. What's this mean? Transit relay. Yeah, maybe my bat found this. Press F to send out your scout. It costs supplies. We don't have a lot of supplies, so right now... Oops. The walls of the captain's cabin are lined with a hodgepodge of curios from the sky. Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks cover her skin like a monstrous brand. When she coughs, the coils of acrid smoke pour out from her lungs. We are going to inquire after the captain's injuries. A word of living fire pursued the Orphean across the Blue Kingdom. It caught you just before you passed through the transit relay to the Reach. It set its brand upon the captain. It burned itself right through her, the doctor whispered. When I closed the rest of her wounds, I could see the sign searched into her bones and her organs. Judging from the symptoms, it's on the inside of her lungs, too. The captain leans to one side and vomits a plume of fire. Oh, as you do, right? Just lean over and you're like, bleh, fire. There is nothing the doctor can do. The walls of the cabin are lined with a hodgepodge of curios from across the sky. Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks cover her skin like a monstrous brand. Let's approach the bedside. The captain opens her eyes as you draw near, and she attempts to smile. Her mouth is blistered from the blue fires that dance across her tongue. Her hands grip your arms. Her skin is as hot as a kettle. Made arrangements. The Orphean will be yours. Her voice is just a rasp of burnt meat breath. Oh God, that's a smell. Okay. But promise. She breaks off to scream words in a language that was not made for human mouths. When she resumes speaking English, she is weaker. Her request a little more than a gasp. Promise me one last service. Promise. We'll promise her one. She seems like she's dying. I mean, she's throwing up. She's vomiting fire, so... She sinks back relieved. All in my will, she asks. Be a better... She breaks off as if the sigil burned into her bones flare, glowing cherry red through her flesh and skin. Better, Captain, than I. The effort exhausts her. She sinks back into the scorched pillows and twisting frantic fever. Shit, bitch is dying. Take your leave, because apparently we captain now. You leave the cabin and scorched stink of its air behind and return to the bridge. New Winchester is further than you'd like, and the captain hasn't long left. Alright, so you scan us to discover something. Ooh. Perfect. We made ourselves a little hole. Chugga 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 choo choo. Now if I remember correctly, we're going this way. Yes, we need to go more like this. Oh, my engine has a little moon on the top. I just noticed that. I freaking love it. It's adorable. Oh no, there's another engine. Shit. Told you I'm not good at this. Oh, fuck. Now I'm backed up against him. Are you gonna leave me alone? Yeah, you are. Okay. Yeah, told you I'm not. The taste of smog. The sound of iron on iron. We are home! New Winchester. A new port, Captain. Your crew crow to the windows. We're gonna dock this bitch. Alright, here we are. You coast into the bustle, the din, the soot, the steam of Wolvesey Station. It is clogged with other engines, scrappy mining locomotives from Lustrum, way-weathered explorers gleaming with frost, sleek company vessels with bright brass fittings. No sooner have you pulled into the sidings than a brisk station master bustles over. He requests to come aboard. I must speak with your captain, he insists, brandishing a letter. The usual formalities. The crew exchange a bleak, wordless look. The Orpheum itself feels suddenly more empty. The station master looks confused. You inform him that, unfortunately, Captain Whitlock has just passed. Ah! He says neutrally. Sorry to hear about that. Very sad, very sad. He waits for what's considered an appropriate minute and half before continuing. Alas, amidst every tragedy, the cogs of bureaucracy must turn. If Captain Whitlock is dead, the station authority requires their answers from the first officer. He dons a set of spectacles and locates his pen. It will be relatively painless. Name, background, purpose of visit, etc. Shall we begin? We shall. Create your captain. Ooh, this is where I get to decide what I am. Ooh, I like it. Oh, I've got so many options. Let's see. Okay, so I can be a street urchin. No parents, no laws, no masters, but alas, no roof over your head, no money, often no dinner. Freedom comes at a price. Alright, so do I want to do a street urchin, a soldier? Yours was not to reason why, yours was but to do and die. People listen. Poet, the pen, the ink, the blank, the monstrous page. You will begin with high hearts, the skill of convincing and enduring. You can be an academic, a student of the sciences, the arts, and philosophy. Begin with high mirrors, skill of investigating and detecting. Oh, there are so many, Jesus. A priest, I can already tell you what I'm not going to be a priest. A sailor, it's like a sailor but with a Z. You rove the mournful, merciless waters of the Antares. You'll begin with high iron, the skill of confronting and overcoming. A ministry auditor. You know what else I'm not going to be? Fucking auditor. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Sorry to auditors out there. But I'm good. Revolutionary. The world is broken. One way for the rich, another for the poor. You decided to do something about it. So beginning, we opted not to go with fails and to go with iron. So I'm thinking that's probably going to be my theme for this particular time playthrough. So I'm guessing we should probably not go with something that's high veils. So I'm thinking I can do a random captain, but I'm thinking I like the sailor with a Z. I also like the poet. Although the idea that I will have investigating and deducting skills, I feel like that will be needed later on. Because I feel like you need a both. Like, you need a mixture of, like, iron and mirrors. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need the ability to, like, hit things hard, but then the ability to know when to hit things hard and when to just, like, let it go. We also need a captain that everyone's going to be able to follow. And I feel like I'm going to make it the sailor this time around. Okay. Oh, shit. Alright. You were a Z Captain. You remember bats swinging across the still black sea. The distant lights of London calling you home. Salty prayers offered to heedless gods. It was a hard life, and often a short one. But you made your mark. Okay. Ooh, what did you do? Did you smuggle? Did you explore? Or did you bought and you sold? I'm probably a smuggler. Her Majesty's Navy had a great many opinions on what should and shouldn't be sold in our territories. Your own opinions were often rather different. It affiliates me with villainy. Oh, you explored. You were far, lonely journeys. You endured nameless hardships. You rallied your crew in the face of utmost uncertainty. Increased your hearts the skill of convincing, enduring, and affiliates you with the Academy. You were a merchant, a precarious life, lived on the knife edge between fortune and ruin. Increase your mirrors, the skill of investigating. I'm gonna increase my skill, my affiliation with villainy. Alright, so I was oh fuck, I forgot what I was doing. I was a smuggler, so I'm just not even thinking this through. Alright, choose an ambition. What does winning mean to you? Does it mean wealth, fame, or the truth? You want a comfortable retirement, and by comfortable you mean extravagant. Many have made their fortunes out among the stars. Many more have failed, broken, and lost in the drifting night. Will you be different? Fame. You will be immortalized for your exploits in the song of the sky. For centuries, people will have launched themselves into the unknown on the hopes of making a name for themselves. You're sure you'll succeed. After all, you've never heard of anyone who didn't. Get what I'm saying? Or the truth. Even the stars have secrets, but they won't keep them from you. A message from an old friend begins an unwise quest to learn a secret that the stars had. What drives you? Curiosity, justice, insolence, whatever it is, it will be tested. Okay, so I look at the bottom, and the truth one is, be warned, this is demanding ambition, best played by a lineage that has already completed wealth or fame. Okay, so basically hold off on doing that one until you've done one of the other two. So, wealth, to win, gather a substantial retirement fund, acquire lodgings at a hub port, and retire. Fame, gather stories of your exploits and write about them in the New Winchester. I am gonna do it for the fame, guys. I want you all to know my name. Oh shoot, I get to look for that. Choose what I look like. Well, this way I look like a nun, so let's not do that. Oh, I can't see anything because we're on this stupid hat. What if I don't want a hat? Is no hat an option? Okay, no hat is an option. Okay. Do I have to be male? Appearance. Hair. None. Bald. Yeah. Oh, here we go. No, that's female. It's also the nose and chin. Oh, I kind of like the little bun. It's probably because it's real close to what I do my hair in real life. Ooh, I also like the free-flowing. I'm a sailor, but I'm also a smuggler. I probably have my hair put up because I'm a smuggler. This is where, like, it all goes downhill, guys. Like, so if you want to bounce for probably a good 20 minutes, it's probably gonna take me that long. So I'm gonna go with that for the hair. I'm really thinking nothing for the hat. I'm not a big hat person normally, so that makes me look like a nun. Yeah, we're gonna go with nun. Brow. Okay, we're gonna I'm gonna laugh my ass off if we get to the end and brow. None. No brows. Oh, I don't like that either. Oh, I don't like that at all. Nope. Wait, what? Oh, is that like I have glasses? Is that what that is? Oh, that one has I have glasses. What am I again? I'm a sailor. I probably do. Oh, that one I have a monocle. Oh, guys, I kind of want the monocle. 17 is the monocle. Oh no, I kind of like that because I'm also a smuggler. I kind of like that. Like, nah, I'm over it. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Nose. Okay, I don't want like a giant nose, but I don't want like a. Oh, I don't want that one nose. I mean, that one's not bad. With the right mouth, that one would be fine. Guess I have a mustache. Guess I have a beard. Oh, guys, like I'm super over it. Guys, I have duck lips. Freaking love this. these chin options. I think I just need to change my nose. Kind of like that one, with a different nose maybe? Oh, actually. Okay, I kind of like that. I can change my outfit. Oh, good. I mean, I am a sailor, but I feel like that's probably meant more for the army one. Ooh, yeah, no that, because like I have this big old coat because I'm a sailor. Term of, oh, people address me as comrade, brother, sister, reverend, madame, sir, citizen, captain, my lord. You can call me my lord, my lady, specialist, doctor, professor, officer, archivist, principal. Yeah, I'm the principal, guys. Sit down, shut up, do your homework. Administrator, secretary. Wow, there's so many terms of addressing. Now we're back to comrade, okay. I don't like comrade. I guess we go captain because I am a captain. Okay, this looks like a woman who just is 110% over it. She has some manly features. This might be a man. We don't know. This is ambiguous. Who's got a pet bat named JJ? Who does her scouting? So let's see. What are we gonna name ourselves? We'll name ourselves. Oh god, all that's in my head is taco. Yeah, it's getting real close to dinner time, guys. Oh, we need a random name. What does random name give us? My Lord Lewis. Now, Bailey. That's kind of like ambiguous. You could be male or female with the name Bailey. Sure, but we're not gonna go officer. We're captain. There we go. Okay, let's do it. Continue. Okay, we start out with the Fist of Iron. So 25 iron, 10 hearts, 17 in the villainy. You know what we do, bitches. And then 10 eyes. We have a lot of eyes in our forehead. It's fine. It's fine. Most people have their third eye open. I have my 10th eye open. It's fine. Don't forget to dodge. I know, okay? I know. Jesus. Alright. 3 weeks have passed. This morning, Captain Whitlock received a simple memorial service. Her body was consigned to a necropolis train, bound for the Serene Mausoleum. Now you sit with a handful of her relatives in the threadbare offices of her solicitors. A methodical notary is reading the will. The captain was wealthy once, but squandered her capital on mysterious expenses before her expedition to the Blue Kingdom. Now let's see what the advice is. In addition to your ordinary crew, you now have an officer or perhaps a mascot. You'll need to formally appoint them before you can benefit from their skill, abilities, or animal charisma. To do this, open the officers panel while in port. Okay. Okay. Do I have... Where's my... Oh, there's my... Oh, but I have to do the reading of the will. Listen to the end. In a final codicil, the notary announces, Captain Whitlock confirmed that the possessions of the orphan was to pass to its first officer. He peers at you with dry, grey eyes. This includes a certain black box contained in the hold. Captain Whitlock's final request was that at the time of your choosing, you transport said box to an address in London. He hands you an address card. And deposit it there. You are not to look inside. She gave no explanation. And that's it. You're captain now. The Orphean is yours. So we got Captain Whitlock's legacy. You can investigate the black box at New Winchester. You could take it to London, or you could sell it and be done. You have been bequeathed a large black box, which once belonged to Captain Whitlock. You also now have 100 sovereigns. We're going for fame though, right? Yeah, so we don't care about our sovereigns. Only as much as that it can get us fame. Could we open the box, and then that box can lead us to fame? Provisioning. Before you leave New Winchester, it may be prudent to buy more supplies. You can buy them at the Victoria Market. Okay. Onwards. Okay. So while we're here, we can... Officers. I have none. I have absolutely none. Can't do anything with this one. Oh. Ooh, officers. Inventory. What do we have in our hold? We have... Oh, a reeling, sputtering, ramshackle engine dating from the first days of London settlement. This is great. It gobbles fuel like a starved wolf. I did notice we did go through quite a bit of fuel out there. And sulks worse than a cat kept in from the rain. It will, at best, suffice. Okay, so we need to... Basically what you're saying is we need to get a new engine. We have our diffident bat named JJ. Go out there in this weather? Thank you, but no. Bat and I have words. And then we have our cannon that we just got. We have 2 fuels and 3 supplies, but one of our fuels is at like about halfway through. So we're going to need to get probably some more fuel. We have 5 out of 12 of our space. Possessions. 1 black box. And minimum staff running our train, meaning, bitch, we need some more staffing. Status. Bailey. Affiliation. Villainy. Your association is among thieves, outcasts, and pirates. Halciados. Okay. Alright, so we can... The journal, which keeps track of what we're doing. Officers, which... Ordinary crew, you now have an officer. You'll need to formally appoint them. Open the officers panel while in port. I'm guessing I don't actually have anybody to formally appoint, but close that out. Looks like, so we're gonna hide advice for right now. We have the option to, we can explore the city. We can also recruit the incautious driver. I specialize in test driving, but I'm looking for something quieter. We can, we have so many things that we can do. Well, let's start with the guy yelling, "Excuse me! Excuse me, Captain!" A woman pushes through the crowds towards you. She is short and square-shouldered, in a neat black suit and polished shoes. She shows you the case of her pocket watch. It is embossed with the crown and hourglass of the London's Horological Office. The body responsible for ensuring time is consistent across the empire. "I'm hoping to book a passage to Port Prosper," she says, slipping the watch away. "I can, of course, pay." Do we want to take her? I mean, sure. I like money, I guess. I'm not really here for the money. I'm here for the fame, but... Pay sounds promising. Sure. Alright. "Thank you. The locomotive Amazon broke down following a boiler rupture. The chief engineer's fault, I suspect. A gentleman fonder of brandy than diligence. Know what I'm saying? Here, an initial sum to seal our bargain. Prosper lies to the southeast of New Winchester." Oh, I gotta write that down, otherwise I'm gonna forget. Prosper. Southeast of New Winchester. I mean, I didn't really have anywhere else to go, so I guess I can take a bitch. Not that there is such a thing as north, south, east, or indeed west out here. Instead, London cartographers picked 4 of the brighter, more reliable stars visible from the Empress's new palace and name them north, east, south, and west. Londoners value familiarity. You've gained 50 sovereigns, and the fastidious inspector has joined your engine. Alright, now we're going to explore the city, ladies. A smoggy, clanking, singing, stamping, thronging, frantic heart of the Reach. An ever-expanding port of soot, smudged glass, and bright steel, spinning across drifting, mist-wrapped archipelago. Its factories thunder, its engines shed rings with hammers and hiss with steam. The locomotives chug into sidings for repair, or flare across the sky and away into the high wilderness. Okay, so we can learn about trading, which I'm a smuggler, so I don't do any legal trading. I guess we should probably learn about trading on the pedal trail. A porter at the station advises you to visit the nearby pub, the Promise of Days, and talk to the seasoned captain there. They keep their ears to the ground. They know an opportunity or two. The Promise of Days is one of the options. The city, continue. Okay. Okay, so we can visit the Promise of Days or inquire about the Winchester War. How goes the war? We're going to visit the Promise of Days. That seems a lot more fun than inquiring about the war. We will eventually inquire about the war. Old pistons gleam on the walls. The shelves are crowded with mementos across the sky. The clientele raises their voices to be heard above the comforting clamor of the adjacent engine yards. You may find helpful advice here. Introduce yourself to the seasoned captains. 4 are gathered at their usual table. The masked citizen, a libertine, polymath, and pioneer of the Neano culture. Yes, artistic school. The Bedevilled didact, a scholar haunted by his discoveries. The plucky baroness, explorer, collector, philatelist, and Spatchcock Meg, who hunts monsters. That is not what I thought Meg did. You go, Meg. Of course, everything out here is jolly and dangerous, says the Baroness. Few risk the skies, so news of distant ports is valuable. Collect port reports from the places you visit and deliver them to the Victory Hall or Company House. The more you turn in at once, the more they'll pay. Oh, I'm gonna have to write that down too. There's so many things to do here. I also don't have any lights on in this room, so it's dark. Alright, so what are we doing? So we're going to collect port reports. Hoping this gets written down somewhere, but in case it doesn't, I will write it down myself. Port reports. And deliver them to Hall or Company House. Look for other opportunities on the way, advises the masked citizen. Passengers who want transport, rich men in need of bloody work, etc. Okay. Alrighty. So we learned is that not what we just did? Oh no, we introduced ourselves. Ask them how they make their fortune. Aha! The didact says, fiddling with his innumerable talismans, an essential topic. Meg slides you a stool, and the captain shuffle around to make room. The masked citizen buys you a drink of their own invention. It is violet and foggy. Probably tastes delicious. The plucky baroness gives you a brisk, encouraging grin. Ask away! Alright. So it looks like we can buy and sell things to make money. Okay, that makes sense. You can sell, not buy at any trade good. Add a major port, lesser ports. Each sell single goods. You can see what a port exports by clicking it on your map. Oh, that's good. Ask about prospects. The biggest port in each region has a bazaar where captains do business. You'll learn of people at other ports prepared to pay over the odds for a commodity. When you accept a commission for a prospect, it's yours. No other captain will pursue it. It's all fantastically civilized. You'll have to have a source. The goods yourselves, of course. Find a port that exports them. The client will want a certain amount, and you can supply some or all of it. But if you provide all they need, they might furnish you with an additional reward. Accept prospects in the bazaars and major ports. You can accept up to 4 at once. And you may review or abandon them. Oh, that's good. I like to abandon things. Ask them if they know of good prospects available. In fact, I do. The host at Magdalene's needs an urgent delivery of seeds, paying a pretty penny too. If I were you, I'd get to the bazaar straight away and put my mark against it. Broker in Port Avon is selling cheap seeds. Chirpy chap. God knows why. His face looks like it's been pushed through a mangle. Meg is brutal. Love you, Meg. Meg knows what's up. Okay. Alright, Port Avon lies to the east of New Winchester, and Magdalene's lies to the southeast. I just realized that I can just capture this with my phone and then go look through it later. That's good, so get to the bazaar. Alrighty. Ask about bargains. I like a good bargain. God, I fucking love Meg. Spatchcocker Meg wipes beer foam from her lips. Nowhere there's busy deals are snapped up too fast here. Visit the bazaars at quieter ports. You can find all sorts of limited supply, mind you. A bargain won't hang about forever, though, the Baroness confides, steadfastly ignoring Meg's manners. So don't hang out. If you've spaced a hole in your hold, snap them up. You can always sell them at a major port for an adequate return. That's good to know. We asked about bargains. Oh yeah. I already know that I'm affiliated with the pirates. Nepotism. Meg laughs. Yeah, she does. A noise like a sneeze. Cross with a ricochet. It ain't who you is, it's who you know, isn't it? Nepotism. She taps a broken nose. Quite, the masked citizen remarks. The wider your circles, the more advantageous the opportunities that will present themselves. A wise captain makes the most of them. Oh, my affiliation level will increase. Right now I'm at level 1 with the villainy. Yeah, I'm at level 0 with the establishment. The establishment and I don't get along. Okay, so we asked about that. Bid them goodbye. We're good. Best be getting on. You bid the assorted variations of goodbye as you leave the smoke and hubbub of the promise. Onwards! Okay, so we need to go to the bazaar. Which I think is shops. Yep, there we go. So we need to go to the bazaar. We need to put that one. Munitions for Port Prosper's parsimonious chairman. Parsimonious chairman of the Windward Company is looking to outfit a dozen more engines with the appropriate precautions. He requires guns in satisfactory quantities. Ugh. Yeah, no, I'm good. We're gonna just go. We're gonna do that one. We had to go to the Victoria Market because we needed supplies. How are we on fuel too? Okay, so these aren't too expensive, so that's good because I have 150 gold right now, and it's 20 for fuel and 40 for supplies. So we're gonna go 1 more fuel. Now we have an extra mouth to feed, so 2 more supplies. Ooh. Fuck. Well, we're gonna do it. anything to sell, so... Alright. So we can recruit the driver. Might as well. I specialize in testing, driving, but I'm looking for something quieter. The driver initiates a crash engine still smoking. Like that, without the screaming. Officers require a sign-on fee. Ooh, shit. How much of a sign-on fee? You unlock this with 50. Oh, you unlocked this with 50 sovereigns. You needed 20. That'll like take up the rest of my money. Get you a chief engineer. You will increase your iron by 6, your hearts by 2, and your affiliation with the establishment. Yeah, there was the establishment. With the way they crashed? Come on, bish. I kind of want to investigate the black box. Captain Whitlock left it to you in the hold of the Orphan. Her will describes it only as a black box, a description you consider to be an unhelpful understatement. It is a casket of black basalt, longer than you are tall. Not hard to do, I'm only 5 foot tall. Unadorned, with a single small recess that contains a keyhole. The thing must weigh a ton. It stands up in the corner of the hold where the crew have pushed it out of the way. I'm trying to remember when... let's try to remember. Captain Whitlock had it brought on board before your ill-fated expedition to the Blue Kingdom. It was empty then. You know because you saw the lid and the box carried on board separately and assembled in the hold. It is not empty now. It is sealed and heavier than before. But you left the Blue Kingdom shortly after the box was delivered and made no stops along the way. So whatever is inside that box now, Captain Whitlock found in the Blue Kingdom. Oh, I wonder if this has to do with, like, you know, her vomiting up fire. Consider... Let's examine the box. There are no carvings or inscriptions on the box. The join where the lid meets the body is too thin to admit even a knife blade. There are no holes by which light or air might find their way in. It is impossible to see inside without opening it. Even the keyhole has been engineered in such a way to prevent peeking. The recess within this hole, though, as far as you can determine, that is a more recent addition to the box. The stone has been drilled and chiseled to create a space for a modern metal lock. Interesting. Consider what to do with it. Decisions. The last request of Captain Amelia Whitlock was for the box to be transported to a specific address in London. Alternatively, you could perhaps find someone willing to purchase it as a curiosity, and if you knew what was inside, you might be able to command a higher price. Captain Whitlock left it to you in the hold of the Orphan. Her will describes it only as a black box. A description oh, we've already gone over this. Consider what to do with it. Later, it looks like we can consult with an academic, find someone who could open it from amongst your villainous associates. We're not going to do anything with it right now. We're going to leave it as it is. Because I want to know what's inside of it. Okay, so we need to repair our locomotive. Whew. Repair town hall for 30. Restore your locomotive. This will cost 3 sovereigns per point of the hull that you've lost. How many points of the hull have we lost? It doesn't say. But not much. Fully repair our hull. Okay. 18 sovereigns. Okay. An occurrence. Your hull quality is now 30. Your critical damage quality has gone. Good? Question mark? Leave. Okay. Inquire about the war. How goes the war? The The slow-burning war for the Reach forms the backdrop to daily life in New Winchester. Citizens wishing to keep up with developments in the war turn to the New Gazette. It is famously the only newspaper worth reading in all of New Winchester, as well as the only paper that hasn't bankrupted itself. So convenient. Its quality speaks for itself. Here you can read about the progress of the war, check your reputation with the factions who currently hold the Reach. Well, we want to find out about the war, so let's read about political situations. The Assembly runs New Winchester from Victory Hall and seeks to strengthen its hand in the Reach. London's proxy, the Windward Company, however, maintains considerable presence within the Reach. Although New Winchester is still neutral ground, tensions are mounting within the port. Oh dear. Let's search the Gazette for my name. What are they? Your name does not appear in any of the Tackety-focused reporting on the war. Apparently you are not considered worthy of comment, which sucks because you are after fame, bitch. There is no mention of you among the stories about stovepipes or recent fortune either. You are of no interest to them. No interest to anybody. This makes me sad. I cannot read about the latest news in the New Gazette because that is not an option. Perhaps not. Okay. So we've done pretty much everything. We can hire on crew. We are at, what, crew is at 6, right? Where's our crew section? Not our officers. We don't have any officers. Our crew is at... Locomotive can carry a max of 10 crew. We're at 8 of 10 because one of them is not crew. Inventory status. Okay. How much? Let's just find out how much it costs to hire on crew. I don't think we have the money right now. Voyages have grown perilous. That's of late. Numbers and morale are lower than they were. Today, New Winchester is abuzz with rumor. A famous Tackety captain has turned tail and fled back to London, promised a generous pension and a full pardon in exchange for selling secrets. What's fucking bullshit? Snitches get stitches. 10. Well, I need 10. Sure. Your crew quality is now 10. Onwards. We've already repaired our locomotive. So I think we're good at the station. But it is definitely now... Oh, I freaking love this. It is definitely now dinner time. So, it's been great, guys. This is the beginning of Sunless Skies, and I can already tell that it's going to be friggin' fantastic. I like the storyline. And the way that it's set up. So it's like, kind of almost like a, what are they called? Like those, like, novels that you play in apps. I don't know what they're called. Anyway, so I'm super stoked. We're gonna leave it here. I hope that you all are having a good evening. Yeah, I will see you all later. Probably not tonight, but definitely later. I will not play this without y'all, so we can continue on where we left off. Anyway, have a good night.